is your man G. Lloyd.
And it's your man's Clearly coming to you live on Monday. Like we told y'all, we come to y'all live on Monday, each and every Monday, giving y'all the latest and the greatest that's going on in the world. Whoa! Listen,
Right.
this type of fun you can have with your clothes on. We got a new segment we added to the show where we're taking sponsorship, y'all. That's right. You can pay then and now to sponsor your whatever it is on our platform. As long as it ain't no bull crap, we'll sponsor it. And today we sponsoring PJ's Fast Lane. That's right. PJ's Fast Lane is a restaurant inside of the bowling alley. As you go in there, sit down, eat all kinds of food. They have soul food Sundays on Sundays, where they have an array of things on their menu.
Yes, they do.
You can go over to them at 24600 Hoover Road. That's in Warren, Michigan, at 48089. And
PJ's Fast Lane, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go check it out.
yeah, so anybody that's looking for sponsorship, that's how it's gonna go on then and now. Now, let's get off into it. Whoa! Bad Bunny. Super Bowl. What y'all want first? They want the game or they want the halftime show? You want to give them the game? Let's give them the game first.
Don't too many people care about it.
Okay, well, let's get it to them first anyway.
Let's get it to them first.
Seattle won, if you wasn't looking at it. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Patriots went off up in there. They didn't have Captain America, which is Tom Brady. And they lost. Right. Yeah. I know the Patriots franchise, they did a lot to get in this position as far as moving the pins, because they moved a lot of pieces around to get the players they had on that Patriots team to be at that Super Bowl. But wow, Patriots. Y'all made it to the bowl, and this is what y'all did. Y'all did all that?
Hey, y'all ain't even show up. That nigga Stephon Diggs ain't do nothing. That nigga was too busy trying to look cute and shit.
I don't know. I seen him get into a little scuffle at the end of the program. You know what I'm saying? Got into a little scuffle. My man Seattle, you know what I'm saying, did a little cheap blow on him. I wasn't feeling that, Stephon. Not at all. But, Steph, they was covering you worse than goddamn white on right. They had the zone. You see how they had the zone set up? You couldn't. If you listen, see, this is what I came to the conclusion of. I think the stage and the lights might have been a little bit too big, a little bit too bright. Because Mays, you had to be like that quarterback to be throwing to them pockets like that. Because the pocket is there. It should have been decisions made in order for us to get this rock up, in order to move these chains as a quarterback. Elite quarterback, should I say. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't even say. I think Jared Goff wouldn't have F that up that bad.
Exactly.
Shout out to my Lions. Yeah, you know, I ain't ever with y'all, but I'm ever with y'all.
The dog didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I ain't ever with y'all, but I'm ever with y'all.
He done lost the Super Bowl and he done lost Carter.
Well, I don't think he really signed on to Carter. I think Carter was more interested in him than he was her, to be honest with you.
Because they showed they showed a little clip where they asked her about
well, she was there
and whatnot. He was, and then she was just like, well, good luck.
Well, quite a few of his baby mamas.
They say he
now that I say
he invited his baby mama.
Yeah, it was quite a few of them. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I just thought about that. He had a few baby mamas there because, like, dang, I can't invite her if I don't invite her, and I gotta invite her, and she definitely got to come. So, yeah, Stephon, you got yourself in a whole world of trouble. You and Zion. Well, at least Zion ain't making babies, so I don't know what
making babies.
Yeah, you making babies, dog.
Look. What's so crazy is he making babies. He hitting all these girls raw.
Yeah, he is. That he is. He throwing it out there on the crap table, ladies. So if you run across Stephon, y'all already know he do not like putting those straps on at all.
As y'all can see.
So he, you know what I'm saying, rolling rough ride. So we got that out of the way. Wow. Shout out to Seattle, Super Bowl champions.
Bad Bunny.
Now, let's get to the Bad Bunny. Wow, that's what y'all want to hear. Yikes. Now, let me tell y'all this first and foremost. Everybody was concerned about the LGBTQ part of Bad Bunny. I would like to tell y'all right now, I looked at all 12 minutes of it, and I ain't gay. Whoa. I don't know. They thought they was going to look at the program and just become gay and stuff. I don't know. But no, I don't think that the undertone To what I don't know what he was saying. First of all, so I don't know what was going on. But I do know this though. They censored the cuss words, the Spanish cuss words, which is the words I don't know either.
Right, which we don't know either. You know what? I wasn't even thinking about. I wasn't even thinking about. You know what I mean? Because the meta glasses can translate for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I wouldn't even think about it because I was so disappointed in that game. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
but you was gonna sit there and read a whole Bad Bunny song?
I just want to know what the hell he was saying.
Right, so yeah.
Like what the hell he was saying.
You and probably about what they said it was 130 million people watching Super Bowl halftime show yesterday.
So you broke the record.
You and probably about 100 million other Americans that had no clue as to what this man was saying. And I don't know how y'all keep wanting us to get hype off the energy of the music. I got to understand what he's saying. How can I be hyped because it's already evident that he said that he's a part of the gay community? So if he on there talking about doing something, you know what I mean? I don't want to be rocking to that. Like, nah, that ain't, nah. So you know what I mean?
And then you know what? And because I was reading in the comments on Facebook and Instagram, and they was just like, 1 through 10, what you think about Bad Bunny? 8 through F, what you think about Bad Bunny? And I'm like, and I'm looking, and you got a lot of 10s and 8s and this and that. But I noticed, I said, yeah. I commented and said, yeah, it's the Latino community that's giving him all the 8s and the 10s and this and that. I say because we don't even understand what the nigga was saying.
So it's impossible. All these people that's on the internet saying that the performance was stellar, it was out cold and all this and that. I asked him on the internet because he was speaking 2 languages. He spoke a little broken Spanish and Mandarin. I want to know how many of y'all out there that said it was a great performance speak those languages.
Right.
I don't know.
Tell me what he was saying.
Lady Gaga came up there speaking English with a quartet, a Spanish Latino quartet behind her. Now she spoke English. I understood her very, very, very well, and her vocals was very, very resonant of the Lady Gaga that we know that can actually blow those notes like that. So yeah, she was on point. Ricky Martin, whoa, Menudo, whoa, whoa. You know Menudo was big when we was kids. Menudo was big. Yeah, they was big. When we was dead and now. That's right. Menudo, you probably don't know about that job, but yeah, they was big. And that's where Ricky Martin come from. Whoa, it was a Spanish boy band. One of the first, I think, might have been the first one. Might have been the first Spanish boy band. I don't know. Check me out on that, y'all. Hit me up in the chat, y'all. Hit me up in the chat. But big Spanish boy band. So big where I was a fan. Wow. I remember with Menudo. Right, hold it. I'm gonna come back to this. Ricky Martin came up there, right? I remember an episode on Silver Spoons back in the day when Menudo was on Silver Spoons. This is back probably maybe 83, 84, y'all. Right. Stay with me, y'all. 85 maybe, I don't know. But yes, Ricardo Ribeiro was on there. Silver Spoon star. Dang, what's the Silver Spoon star name? I got it. But him, yes. Let me get his name 1 second. Hold on, chat. Let me get his name. Ricky Schroeder was his name on the show. Yeah. But what's his real name? Yeah.
What's his real name?
I'm about to get his name, chat. About to get his name, y'all. Oh, okay then, yeah. All right, Ricky Schroeder. That was his name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, this show was pivotal in my childhood. Very pivotal. I love the show. And Menudo was on there. Yes, they were. With Ricky Martin, by the way. And if y'all don't know, Ricky Martin went solo and had a even more explosive career. Yikes. And Ricky Martin also came out later on.
Who else was on the stage with her?
Well, no, they performed. Now we can talk about all the people that was on stage from all the Latinos. You had Jessica Alba, Cardi B, of some Latino fellas that I'm not really familiar with from the Latino, you know what I'm saying, actors and actresses or whatever. He had all that flavor going on up there for sure, for sure.
Right.
Then at the end, he brought out all the world flags. He didn't just bring out Puerto Rico. He brought them all out. Same size, wasn't nothing bigger, wasn't nothing small. He brought all the flags from around the world. And see, my thing is this, right? Because this is Roger Goodell. No, we got to get on Roger Goodell. We got to stay on Roger. Roger say, yo, this was a statement he released. Why you got Bad Bunny on there in Green Day? Well, what happened to Green Day? Wow. And he say, I ain't got to worry about them making no political statements like previous shows before. So that was in reference to Kendrick Lamar's performance last year. Now, I'm finna break this Super Bowl performance down if y'all was following, because there was a political stance being made by the Latinos. Oh, yes, it was. Oh, yes, it was. Oh, yes, it was. So, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
But that's why, you know what I mean, like you say, at the end, brought all of the Latinos and got them all on stage. That was a, you know what I mean, that was a message.
Right. So we're going to break it down from the beginning with the, and then did you notice that the grass was moving?
Yeah, no, because they got people.
There was people. Well, how much did grass get paid for that? Because that had to be a horrible job.
A horrible job, because you got to just stand.
And you listen to the people telling you to move to the left. You got to come forward, move, because they got to make the pathways for this nigga to be doing what he doing. Right. You know, yeah, that was wild work. And moving grass out there, wow. And if you ever been to Puerto Rico, that's how it look. That's how the grass be. It's like that down in Miami also. That's how that the highway be. That's how the grass be like that. You be like, God dang, you can't even see. You know what I'm saying? Grass so goddamn soft.
I don't know why they ain't just like put some holes in there. You know what I mean? Where you can see. Yeah.
Well, I guess they wanted it to be so much so transparent that they didn't, you know what I mean? I don't know. But the grass moved, y'all. Wow, look for the moving grass.
Yeah, there's one guy that was telling that like he couldn't stay still.
Yeah. I mean, look, they had to stand there for 12 minutes as the grass and move according to the performance, because this performance only lasted 12 minutes. Let's start at the beginning. Okay, so y'all know Bad Bunny is from Puerto Rico. Right. It started out with a house, and if you've been to Puerto Rico, like I said, the house is similar to that. That's exactly what they look like. Right. They're like little shacks or whatever, and they be painting some wild iridescent colors or whatever, and that's how they rocking out there. You know what I'm saying? The lawn, that's the lawn. Yeah, you just see how the lawn look. Yeah, dude. And him crashing in through the ceiling, going downstairs, and then coming out into the performance with the dancers or whatever, was wild work. Then he had a little kind of like slight little scene with the fellas over there dancing with each other over by the truck. That was kind of wild work right there. But let's look at some of these symbols. Like the symbol when he walking through the grass, through moving grass. Yeah, right. Back on the grass, y'all. And he go to the jewelry store in the grass. When you go to the grass, the jewelry store just pop up by the grass. He get a wedding ring, right? He get a red ring to my man. He see, that's what I'm saying. That's why we need to know what he's saying. Because he's saying what he's saying. Then he shrug his shoulders like this and get a ring to Doug. Then Doug turn around, get on one knee and propose to old girl. But see, that's what I'm saying. We don't know what he said. Right. So we can't follow the story for real free. This is Jay-Z, Roger Goodell, NFL. Y'all is wild work. Yeah, I think over here on some Matlock type stuff. So you followed him, he give him the ring. So you ain't thinking about them no more. Because he go on. Then we get to the Lady Gaga scene. The couple was getting married.
Exactly.
And they having my bad, y'all. Whoa, I'm thinking about, I just went to a funeral yesterday. Yikes. They had the reception. And in the reception, you show the couple getting married and he doing his little 1-2 little song. But once again, I don't know what he's saying, so I can't really follow what's going on. But what I'm visualizing, I don't know. Right. So if you notice, he wakes a kid up that sleep at the reception. The kid was on the chair or something. I don't know, laid on the chair. He tapped the kid. Kid get up and run across the thing. I don't know. I was lost on that one. I don't know. But it seemed like some real wedding type stuff, by the way. Kid out here with grown folks, they get on up. You ain't supposed to, yeah. I don't know what that was about. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe it was real. I don't know who the little
Right.
kid was. But anywho, we comes back to another little kid who I'm guessing was supposed to be him that he gave the Grammy to at the end.
Right. The one that was detained by ICE.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the kid that at the end that he gave the Grammy to at the end. I guess that's like supposed to be like a depiction of like I mean that's a kid that he Ice took, but I'm saying also that's how he feel like I won the Grammy. You know what I'm saying? I came from the same stroke you came from, and I won the Grammy. You know what I mean? That's how I took that. You know what I mean? On like political stance. Then he said something at the end that I ain't even really about hate and love. So I mean, Roger Gordell, you lied. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Roger. Roger, you lied. Yes, you did, Roger. You said the Super Bowl halftime show will not be about politics anymore. That's what he said. Now, that's what Roger Gordell said. Yeah, head nigga in charge. That's what he said. But let me tell you something, Mr. Roger Gordell. As long as a society exists in a democracy such as there always will be a us against them. Do you understand that, Mr. Gordell? You got a sport with over 30 teams that compete every week to show that they the best. So when they take stage at your Super Bowl, that's right, they can only bring their best because that's a once in a lifetime performance. They're not gonna perform like that ever again. You know what I mean? In front of that magnitude of people that will be able to see them. So yeah, Roger, as long as you keep booking niggas, I don't care who you book. You can go book nigga rock and roll, rap, jazz. It don't matter. Everybody gonna got something to say.
Yeah, exactly.
It don't matter. But this is what I'm gonna say to Jay-Z. Like I really know Jigga Man. I don't know him, y'all, but I hope if y'all know him and he happened to run across this video, y'all should let the players vote on it, man. Honestly. Let the players that's in the Super Bowl vote on who should do the halftime show. Let the players in the beginning of the season, all 30 some teams, vote on who should be in the Super Bowl by the end of what they come up with the who is gonna be in the Super Bowl by like November or something like that, right? October, November. Let the players vote on it. Let the players vote on it, man. Whatever city they in, this is what y'all got. Y'all vote on this. Because if I'm not mistaken, they was in some right outside of
So that was in San Francisco.
they was in San Francisco. Why E40 ain't come out there?
Right. That's what
Huh?
and that's what they were saying too. They was like, who was it?
40 represent. He had the Golden State games. He had the Super
Right.
Bowl. I know he was there.
They was saying it was somebody commentating. And they was like, you had a bunch of other artists from San Francisco that could have came out and performed.
Do you know? Do y'all know that Frankie Beverly and Maze is from San Francisco? What the heck? Do y'all know that? Frankie Beverly and Maze is from San Francisco, discovered by Marvin Gaye from here. Yes, that's right. Yeah, I just gave y'all a moment. Yeah, I did. I'm gonna let y'all breathe on that for a minute. Yeah. Fun fact: Frankie Beverly Maze is from San Francisco, discovered by Marvin Gaye. Yes, yes, yes. So I mean, I'm not saying you should have Frankie Beverly. I'm not saying that, Jigga. I'm not saying you should have went and got Frankie Beverly, but yeah, I know. But the Maze still alive. You know what I'm saying? But you know, good without Frankie, right? No disrespect, Maze. No disrespect. I know y'all was a group before Marvin put y'all together. I know the whole history of y'all. I ain't gonna go off into that. But my thing is, I don't know. It was somebody. And then California is big, so we don't really have to stay in the Bay Area. You know what I mean? California is big.
But you know, but around now, you know what I mean? Like E40 definitely should have got a shot.
And it's not even so much as when I say E40, right? What y'all fail to realize when I bring E40 name up. E40 is more synonymous in hip hop than a lot of these people that y'all get credit to for actually formulating and coming up with these different ideas in hip hop. You know what I mean? He's like one of the, you know what I'm saying, pioneers of this. And he don't get enough credit that I believe that he should get, especially all these boys out here with this new cocaine rap. Yeah. Yeah, you go listen to old 40 tape. Matter of fact, I'll give you one in particular. Go listen to Federal. Yeah, that came out in 1991, 1992. Yeah, I'm going Federal. I'm going Federal. Shout out to the 40 and the team over there. Yeah, shout out to y'all. But listen, point being is this. I don't know. And then I just said 40. But Too Short from out there too. He big.
Too Short. Yep. There's a lot of people that, you know what I mean, like just from, you know what I mean, like you say, from California that could have performed, you know what I mean. But I guess, I don't know. I guess.
Y'all could have brought Hammer old raggedy self out there. Hammer would have came out there on early.
I guess they want to show that they not.
We ain't want to see Hammer. We ain't want to see Hammer, did we?
No, I guess they want to show that they not biased and, you know.
I bet you.
I
bet you Hammer would have came out there and put a show on.
Yeah, he would have.
And we talking about, see, what y'all failing to realize about this halftime show, it's a small limited amount of time. And I'm cool when we putting Bad Bunny off up in here. But we can't do the whole show where we can't understand what the dude's saying. Wow, the whole segment? Yikes. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we can't do the whole segment. Not understandable. And we American, we speak English. English is our mating language. So why? Okay, and then that's another thing. Let's get back to Roger. Let's get back to you, Roger, and his political stances you said ain't gonna be made. You do know why Jay-Z picked Bad Bunny for the San Francisco Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Or should I say not San Francisco? Yeah, I believe it was San Francisco, right?
Yeah, that was in San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco Super Bowl. We all know, in America, this ain't no milk, that San Francisco is heavily LGBTQ populated.
Right, exactly.
We know that. On top of which, we also know that they support the LGBTQ out there.
Yes, they do.
They got all types of different rules and mandates that only exist there. Don't exist nowhere else. After Donald Trump, which is the commander in chief, told y'all to stop. Y'all ain't stopped.
What he told them to do?
Stop. They went with the unisex bathroom. That stuff's supposed to be illegal. San Francisco said, "Yeah, about it, Donald." And they've been rebelling against Donald since he's been in office. They set it off first. They was going up, man. We talked about that months ago. San Francisco been going hard out there. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of protesters. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. But got a lot of people, a lot of artists out there in California that get off, man. I ain't gonna even lie, man. And I don't know. My thing is the whole purpose of Jay-Z being in control of the Super Bowl show, I thought was to add a hip hop element to it. You know what I mean? Because hip hop basically outsold every other music genre out there.
Right.
So I thought that his whole platform of coming into this was to add a hip hop, you know what I'm saying, edge to it. Because I thought this is what the people wanted to see. But obviously they don't. That's why we had Bad Bunny yesterday.
Bad Bunny. They want to see Bad Bunny.
They want to see Bad Bunny. So Bad Bunny did his thing and he got off. And I hope y'all got a few of those breakdowns in there because I'm going to be honest with y'all. Bad Bunny really ain't did nothing but performed as if he was performed any other time. He didn't do anything, you know what I'm saying, that was I think or feel that was over the top or inappropriate either. You know, because that's what everybody was worried about. The inappropriateness and this and that. Now he didn't do anything like that.
By him being LGBTQ, like he was gonna get carried away.
I don't know what they thought he was gonna do. Kiss a dude or something? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We got somebody that I know, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't know. I ain't know. Well, I should have told.
Yeah. So then, when that transpired or whatever, I wasn't really too much worried about that. You know what I mean? When you talk about commercials, why they still playing commercials from last year? I thought every year they're supposed to upgrade on the commercials and give us some new flavor. The new Oakley Meta Glass, that was dope. The Dunkin' Donut commercial, they gave us that last year. Why they run that back? And how do they pay them off of that? How do they regenerate them and pay them? That's something to look into. Wow. Mama Guthrie. Wow. Where is Mama Guthrie at? Wait a minute. I thought she had just wandered off, maybe, a little Alzheimer's or something, and she was gonna come on and rally on back. Like, oh, we found her down the street on the ooh. It's been weeks now. This woman is not had turned up now. What is going on with these kidnappers? And they keep sending these ransoms. Now, is these ransoms real, or somebody just playing a hell of a bad joke on his family? You know what I'm saying? Because this is crazy. Who kidnaps a senior citizen? I don't understand this. This is wild work. Mama Guthrie is just gone. And it's just sad to say, man, that they looking for it, man. They just have really no traces of nothing on Mama Guthrie. Mama Guthrie just out here just, man, she out here freestyling for real. Whoa. I don't know what to say. I took it as if like, yo, she was gonna find her. She was probably moseying on down the street and walked outside, got to take her medicine and just moseyed off for a minute. And they was gonna rally her on back, like, oh, some neighbors done seen her, like, oh. But we talking about ain't nobody seen this woman. How is it that ain't nobody seen this woman leave, come, nothing? They get ransom letters, but I think all the ransom letters is not real. I think them just people playing a sick game on these people. Because they sent one of the letters to TMZ. What y'all sent a letter to TMZ for Harvey? For Harvey got nothing to do with that. The Guthrie family said they'd come up with the 50 bands. Dang. So that's how I know it ain't real.
Right.
And it's wild that you got to go through that as a person because somebody done kidnapped your peoples. It's wild work. Can't even be successful out here. You know what I'm talking about? Hell, man.
Because it was jumping.
What was that?
I don't know.
No, y'all. This might be a chop show, y'all. I don't even know if y'all heard us or not. You call one? Call one.
Cause we got people in the
chat.
and ain't
Okay,
nobody.
chat. Did y'all hear us well, chat? Did y'all hear us? All right. Did somebody say something?
Somebody said something.
Yeah, as long as y'all heard us for the whole time that we've been on here, I don't know. Thing wasn't on here on the thing. We've been on here for 30 minutes.
I turned the mug on.
Right. All right, but yeah, Mama Guthrie, man, I don't know. Take to bring that woman back, man. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all went crazy out here.
You watching us?
For real.
Oh, okay. And you heard us. We've been going the whole time, right? Yeah, because it was like the mics wasn't on, but we good. Oh, okay.
Little sound check, y'all.
I'm talking about earlier. Oh, okay. All right, bet. All right, B.
Little sound check, y'all. Checking with our engineers.
Okay.
See what's going on. Good money?
Yeah, we good money.
So yeah. Cause y'all please return Mama Guthrie if you got it out there.
Yeah.
Straight up, please return Mama Guthrie.
Back,
y'all went too far with this. Y'all went way too far with this. But then and now, would like to tell y'all what we coming up with in the very near future. On Thursdays, we're gonna be hosting what you would call Men's Mental Health Thursday. And on this platform, we're going to bring forth all the information where the guys can come talk. We taking ladies' advice also. If you have something you want to add into the chat, please send it into the chat as the chat going, or you can DM us on the chat and let us know what it is that you want us to bring as far as subject with men's mental health. Because we're gonna have some very, very interesting gentlemen on here. I got Dr. Spratt. He has a book out called Up From Ashes. He's going to come on here. He's going to break down his whole platform and what it is that he's talking about as far as helping us men be able to talk to each other, to be able to figure things out. Because I'm noticing that, when a man get back into a corner, nigga come out swinging. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes It's time for a nigga to kind of like you know, try to like pace the situation out and try to see what's going on, fill it out, and try to critical think to break down cognitive skills
instead of just reacting.
Instead of reacting and just spazzing out.
Impulse control.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
MTU graduate right there.
Impulse control, big.
Yeah, Michigan Training Unit. Wow. You know about that? Yikes. Yeah, it wasn't even a prison, training unit.
A training unit. And then Michigan Reformatory, MR.
Yes, it is.
Gladi, behind the wall.
Yeah, it is. But so we're gonna bring that platform every Thursday. And I got him coming on. I also have another guy coming on, Brian Wilbur. Y'all look him up. He's been in several Detroit movies throughout the city. So we're gonna bring both of them on, and we're gonna talk about men's mental health, because this is a serious situation where
you got men. You know what I mean? Like you got guys. I was just having to talk about this today too, and you got guys that's, you know what I mean, like the heinous stuff that's what's happening into the world, man. It's crazy. These guys are snapping and killing these people and killing kids and, you know, all type of just outlandish stuff. So, you know what I mean? But it all started, like, the world is messed up because, you know what I mean? Because the guys is not mentally stable. You know what I mean? Because it all started with us first.
And that's what, and that's kind of like what we want to touch on for real, because Uncle Brown made a very interesting statement to me. Uncle Brown, like 80 years old, so y'all got to bear with me on this. Uncle Brown said, "Hey man, I'm gonna tell you what's going on wrong in society. Y'all supposed to be in the plant. Instead, the girls is in the plant."
Right, you got more. You got more women working in the plant.
Uncle Brown, let me tell you what Uncle Brown said. And Uncle Brown said, "Why is y'all young niggas get all this hair? Where all this hair come from?" He said, "Y'all men hair longer than the women's." A lot of niggas do get dreads. I don't know. I thought that was a fad, but this thing done really took off. I'm talking about the dread thing is like it. Like, it's like, and everybody ain't supposed to have them joints. I just want y'all to know, whoa. Everybody do not supposed to wear locks, dreads. I don't know what you want to call them joints. They ain't for everybody.
For sure.
A lot of y'all need to cut that bull crap.
For sure.
Especially a lot of y'all old niggas. Wow. Oh, man. I see an old nigga with this all grayed up, but his hair done grew out, so this still black. So he rocking this crazy.
Right.
You looking at him like, whoa, why he? I don't know. See the nigga's head. Nigga all down their back, pause. Right. Niggas head long as a mud, bro. And I'm staying seeing skis at the beauty supply buying wigs.
That's the new wave. All that, you know, all this fake hair,
all
these, you know, the fake hair, the wigs, and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's, you know, that's the norm. You know what I mean? Everybody got it. That's the I don't know.
So yeah, we're gonna be bringing that forth on Thursday. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Actually, this Thursday will be our first Thursday. Wow. Hey, y'all be on the lookout for that. Put your notification on, because we haven't quite came up with a time frame for that yet, because Dr. Spratt and the other people working on different schedules, so we gonna have to go along with whatever their schedule is. So I ain't got a time for it. So cut your notification on, and I'll try to put a word out on Instagram and Facebook and all that, to let y'all know that what time we gonna be live or whatever, so y'all can kind of like get in there and tune in to our men's health segment. Yeah, men's mental health segment.
And then also too, we're gonna go up here, check out Heart to Heart. That's with my brother Show Enough. That's what I call it.
Yeah, Cola Lounge. You got the script on that, no?
It's yeah. Where is that?
That's on Wednesdays, right?
Yeah, that's on Wednesdays. Let me pull up the flyer.
Get the address for y'all, so y'all can know where these things going on at. They have these discussions every week, and it's pertaining to. No, they have these is it every week or is it once a month?
It's once. It's once a month.
They have these discussions where men and women sit down and discuss the issues amongst each other on how we can actually build a real bond together as a people. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's culturally biased either. I think it's just men and women. Black, white,
yeah. It's men and women. It's a panel. They also too. They be having.
They asked me to be on the panel.
Yeah, they be having therapists and doctors and all that type of stuff on there as well too.
Y'all went to the one over in Highland Park some time ago, and I blew that mug up. You know what I'm talking about? They been calling me back every since. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But I ain't really had time to get out there. You know what I mean? It's far. But, you know, Cole, it's a good platform. You want to get a grip on exactly what men thinking, what women thinking, some of the goods and bads about dating in 2026. It's all there. It's all there. And I don't want y'all to get our show confused because we're not really doing a dating program. What we're doing is we're actually opening up a platform where men can talk and complain. This will be a time where men can complain and not be considered wusses or BITCHs or nothing like that. 304, this is your time. This is going to be your moment on Thursday. It's
going to be your time to shine.
Whatever it is. Like, listen, if you ain't feeling it, you ain't feeling it. I don't care what it is. If the gas is dispersing wrong, that's going into your goddamn diesel engine fuel, that's right. Come on, call in.
Right. So you can, so this is going to be.
Okay. This is going to be for men's mental. Because, see, some of this stuff you guys need to just discuss and get out in the open. And once you get out in the open, you either see how ridiculous it is for you to respond and retaliate and go do something crazy, or you will see like, yo, it's an error in that. Let me, you know what I'm saying, reevaluate my thinking and do something a little bit different this time. You know what I mean? That's what the whole program is going to be about. It's going to be about you being able to come into this platform and be able to discuss almost anything dealing with men's health.
Okay.
Mental health.
So it's going to be at the Colas Lounge Restaurant, 32523 Northwestern Highway, Farmington Hills. And it's going to be on the February 25th, 7:30 to 10 p.m. Ladies free before 8. You can also get your tickets on Everbright. And there we have it.
So yeah, so they got
heart to heart.
Yeah, so they got tickets and all that for that joint. Yeah, they trying to get it going out there. It's been going for quite some time. It's been going on a couple years now. Yeah.
Oh, I got to see how we got to. We got to be able to
put it up on the screen.
Yeah, put it up on the screen.
And you got it on there, so you can put it up there if you wanted to. But for the most part, what else we did over the weekend? What else we had going on over the weekend? You want to go off into? Well, yeah. Let's start there. Trump, whoa, he's came back and said that Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell was setting him up. That's why his name is mentioned that many times in the Epstein file. I can't make this up. I can't make this up.
Hey, this is the.
These your friends, Donald.
Hey, this is the most.
Did nobody tell you to be friends with them people? You been friends with them people.
This is the most comical president ever in the history of being a president, because this nigga come up with anything and will say anything. You know what I mean? And be serious about it.
And my thing is this, y'all. We got Epstein files on the president. We got him clearly putting out, he just put out to 8.2 billion people one of the most racist statements you could possibly make about anybody by him dressing Michelle Obama and Barack Obama as monkeys. In the dog. What is we doing here? What we waiting on? Why ain't we in Washington yet? What is we waiting on? We supposed to be over there at 1600 Pennsylvania right now. Yeah, we supposed to be over at 1600 Pennsylvania right now. Like, hey, man.
Like when they stormed the White House.
Yeah, cause this is crazy. And see, this has been my whole stance on the Diddy situation. I don't know Diddy. Of course I don't. But the injustice that was done to him, it screams louder than anything else that could possibly be said. It's the injustice, y'all, that this was done to a black man. The Mann Act. Oh, Jack Johnson, the same thing he invented. Oh, that's wild work. Tried to get Frederick Douglass with it. Yeah, they did. Tried to get Frederick Douglass with the same thing. And I don't see it no other way, y'all. I don't see it no other way. My thing is, I want to know, why is it, if y'all know out there, if y'all got an answer, these people hate us like this? They've been on us from day one. 500 years of oppression. Still. And they still leveling up to the point where it's like, y'all ain't as good as us.
Right.
And it's crazy. It is crazy that these powers that be is like this. I have no idea what the state of United States is at, man, because this is where we live at. And I can't tell you about the world, but I can tell you this. The type of oppression that black people get in America,
crazy.
No other denomination receives that type of flack at all. I'm talking about every step that you turn, cut the nigga off at the knees. Don't matter what you do. Legit, non-legit, it don't matter.
Even when you corporate, you know what I mean? It's just another higher level of racism that you got to deal with. It don't matter. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, but you know what? We so much of a strong race, and to be able to deal with all that garbage, still overcome, still elevate, you know, and it just be like, it's like, man, like, you niggas ain't gonna never stop, but we ain't gonna never stop fighting either, nigga.
Yeah, but is we really fighting though, Blizz? It's like we giving in.
Some of them
we ain't making no hell of a stand.
You see what I'm saying? But you know,
man, we get in position.
No, we not. Yeah. We not making a stance, like, you know what I mean? Because, you know, majority of the people is just out. You know what I mean? Like, once they get that fame and that money,
that's what I'm
they
saying.
they just for themselves. They don't give a fuck about. They don't give a fuck about the other. You know what I mean? The people from behind. You know what I mean?
We get in
like
position.
the people that grew. You know what I mean? Like the people that was there for you. You know what I mean? You see it all the time. Every time, you know, somebody gets some, you know, they elevate, get some money, the first thing they do is, you know, forget where they came from. That's, you know what I mean? Like, that's what blacks do. That's what majority of blacks do when they get money. They, you know what I mean? They forget about where they came from. I can say that's 85% of these niggas.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time though, they really over they came from something?
I ain't saying, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know, I'm just saying.
The struggle was real. And let me tell you something, to a lot of those people that has made it out of their neighborhoods and became successful. I know, when y'all was going through what y'all was going through, especially a lot of rappers, and you know this to be synonymous.
Yeah.
Niggas was laughing at y'all. Y'all niggas was bummy. Y'all niggas ain't had no fresh gear, no fresh wares and nothing like that. Like the nigga Mike Epps told the nigga Fat Joe. Yeah, nigga, I know Fat Joe that had the nigga card on. Not Fat Joe with the drip, nigga, the Louis drip. Yeah.
But all of them, he say you niggas was dusty.
Yeah, y'all niggas was dusty. So I know that those struggles was real for a lot of rappers, especially from the 80s and the 90s. Can't really speak so often on the 2000 rappers, because a lot of rappers started, you know what I'm saying, taking their bag money and investing it into themselves.
Right.
So I would say for the first starter uppers though, a lot of niggas was dusted and disgusted. And yeah, I done got on and got this paper. Yeah, I'm out of here. Y'all niggas was laughing at me. Laugh at me now. I get where they be going with that thing. You know what I'm saying? And it seems that we got another grifter out here in the hip hop community. young Latoya, a.k.a. Scar. Whoa. Glorilla and her mama done been all over the internet.
Right.
Yeah, Glorilla and her mama been all over the internet talking about how Scar drifted on these shows. They done paid her on these platforms. Yeah, you got her pesos up there. I see with her pesos, see with that spread on the pesos, look like about 1,200. But them your people that you supposed to look out for. I got this Fuji as my sister. She is really that girl's sister, man. And I got to deal with this. I got to deal with this.
We wild. We just wild. It don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. But you know what? But it's like it's crazy.
Just imagine Scar being your sister. Whoa. I think this might be worse than goddamn Keisha Cole family. Then the brother. Hey man, listen, man.
I think so. What they doing is ain't no telling the gorilla behind it.
It's 9 of them.
Right, but what I'm saying though is ain't no telling if you know what I mean. Like, you know, they probably trying to make their claim to fame right now off of their sister with this nonsense.
Man, when she was doing that rapping and all that, they probably was sitting there telling her, "Sit your dusty self on down. You ugly. They ain't gonna pick you." They probably was grilling.
They probably was bad. She was like, "All right, you'll see when I make it. Don't be asking for nothing."
All right, her and her little girl, they out there doing their little twerk videos. They was turned up down there in Memphis. I gotta give y'all a shout out too. I don't think y'all get enough credit either. The Memphis girls, the actual girls that got on with Glorilla. When she first came out, they was making all the little anthems for the chicks or whatever. I give them a shout out because they was hype. They was making it so they had the one song I like. What is it? Come outside. Oh, come outside. Come outside. The skis. Ain't with that one. Y'all got off with that one. Yeah. We outside. Yeah, that was hard about it. Yeah, I liked it that one. But I mean, hey.
Oh, also too, before we close out, I want to give a shout out to Yanti. Yanti, she came to the punchline. I know it ain't nothing but this big. You know what I mean? But what, she sold out about 7 shows? They kept adding shows after show after show.
How long was she up there performing?
I don't know. But from the response I got,
she did 7 shows here?
Yeah.
Hey, Detroit, y'all thought she was funny, huh? Wow.
Yeah. From the little clip that I seen, you know what I mean, it had me laughing. You know what I mean?
Hey.
I was cracking up, like, for real.
And then they say she ain't talking about Rick Ross, right?
From that part, what I seen, she didn't talk about Rick Ross. She was just talking about when they brought her to the punchline, and she's like, "Where y'all got me at?" You know what I mean? And then when I was like, this little bitty stage, and what's going on here?
Yeah, I didn't know she was a comedian, y'all. It got me on that one. But okay, well, guess we gotta stay tuned at the punchline. That's where Puppy Face was at, right?
Yeah, Puppy Face was up.
Puppy Face was off over there with security. Yanti had security?
Yanti had
security. Oh, come on, man.
And Cash was right there.
Puppy Face. How you off over there with security? And the skis ain't got security. Wow. And I'm almost for sure. I know for a fact Cash Dog got more paper than you. Wow.
She pulled up, got Yanti, then they shot over buffs. And went over to got some buffs.
Yeah, shout out to Cash Dog. Putting on. That's what that paper look like, Puppy Face. That paper over there. That's water. Yeah, that's what water look like. You know what I'm talking about? Flowing like water. But
she was.
As a matter of fact, now that I just brought that up though, it seems that the podcast is not getting along at all. Wow. You got Joe Budden just fight. Oh my God. He let a landmine up on the little
he let a landmine off on Torrey Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb and Jason Lee. He fired. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, he came out West Side gunning. Yes, he did. And well, Corey Holcomb came back. Boom, 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 boom. So I mean,
yeah, he did.
They let off 2 landmines. Like yang, 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 yang. So
well,
the podcast is ain't your
podcast. Hey, the podcast, but you gotta think though. Most of the podcasts is rappers, right? That was rappers. You know, you got the comedians and all that stuff, but it don't do nothing but transform to, you know what I mean? It's the same, that rap beef stuff is just transferred into podcast.
Yeah, but Corey Holcomb ain't no rapper.
I'm just saying, period. I'm just saying though. But these are rappers though. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't wanna.
Well, I already gave y'all my stance on that. You know what I mean? All y'all rappers on there that's easily able to get these platforms and then start up with these podcasts or whatever. A lot of y'all shouldn't even be on there. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't even understand the platforms that y'all should be even talking about. Y'all sitting on here trying to ride, and every one of y'all can't do that. No, you cannot. And with that being said, I was going to say something else. I'm not going to even say that because I'll be giving that podcast a shout out because they just started. So no, I'm not. But I am going to say this: a lot of podcasters, due to the rigging that's been going on in sports, allegedly, especially basketball. A lot of people are starting to get away from talking about sports on their podcast. Whoa. What y'all know about that? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
But anyway.
Thursday, y'all. Men's mental health. Stay tuned. Thursday, check in. Keep your notifications on. Then and now. We was here. We about to be out. Please, you got something.